gonna get a great draft here, so we're gonna make him try to go around the outside. Full song, which
left side, clear left. Left side. Still there. Hold your line. Clear left.
That felt great. What a lap. What a lap of defending. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back. We got some more iRacing content. More Le Mans from week 12 of IMSA and doing the GT3 cars. Last race, we almost won. We finished in the back after not qualifying. Was able to get a whole bunch of positions through overtakes, fight through the field from P20 up, more up through the pack. And then I decided to do a gamble on the strategy and come in a lap early and not run it all the way to the end like I typically had been doing, and try to undercut the cars ahead, which we did. We jumped up into P4, and then the 3 podium cars ahead of us crashed out. So we were in the lead and then ran out of gas. So very unfortunate, but we're looking to bounce back this race. We were actually able to qualify this race. So we're sitting P6, that's putting down a 339.7. So see what we could do, actually being not at the back of the pack for once.
Here we go. Green, green, green.
Love seeing that. Oh my god, the craziness. We're on the podium! Woohoo! Oh, the start of these races are hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's an incident in Dunlop chicane.
Man, you're so stupid. Why are you doing that, man?
Left, clear left.
What is your problem, man?
Ugh. The GDP is coming out of the pit lane. It's not fun.
Well, that was one of the worst fucking starts I've ever seen.
There's an incident in Tetra Rouge. Yellow flag.
Francisco Laval, eres muy concha de tu madre, hijo de gran maraca.
Please don't.
Eres muy saco wea, bastardo culiao.
Everyone behind is having an absolutely great time. Start of these races, man.
Yellow Corvette got damaged. Go around it.
Why is this game happening? I love this stupid, man. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
I really have to try to remember this race.
Purple car got parts flying off.
That at the start of this race, before this race started,
Sorry.
I had if you go back and watch my last video of my near win.
I don't know how the purple car is still driving.
While we were fighting through that tail end of the field, we accidentally ended up punting a Ferrari, I think it was. It might have been a McLaren, I don't remember. But it was a line of like 3 cars going into Porsche curbs. They were a bit slower into the corner than I expected. They braked a little bit harder. Also, just the stacking up. Stacking up the cars into the corner just really threw me off. So I ended up punting them. Didn't mean it, but then my race continued on. I had a lot of other stuff going on. Was trying to just focus on my own race, so I didn't, apologize in the moment. Besides a quick sorry message in chat, the default sorry thing.
Right side's clear.
Go to the right, Scott. I have damage.
Oh.
sitting right here till you guys go by.
That's unfortunate. We're on the podium though again. Craziness of this. No, but it went a little bit slower into the corner than I expected. Everyone was stacking up, which makes everyone go slower as well. But it was more at the back of the pack where they were running a little bit slower than me and what I was expecting, and just kind of ended up.
Yep. It was a crash, got caught in it. Yeah, I got to pit this time
What the
to
hell?
get repairs. When a guy hit the wall and then it blinked, I could see it.
P3. Lefts are clear left.
In a heated battle here. Not able to finish my thoughts talking about last race. But anyways, everything I'm talking about what happened last race, you can go back and watch that in my other video. But it'll probably be a short on my channel as well, on the social medias as well. But maybe not, I don't know. But he messaged me at the start of this race, kind of complaining of the fact I didn't apologize and almost winning the race from fuel strategy distracted me to forget that that had happened, so I didn't say anything to him. I definitely would have liked to.
Car left. Clear left. Come on, that's the stuff.
I'm kind of surprised. I wasn't really gonna go for that move, but I stuck my nose in there and they kind of just backed out of it. So now we're P2. 6 seconds to the leader though. I think if it's the, oh, it's not. But I was gonna say, if it's the pole sitter, they ran a 1:37 time, that's gonna be a little bit hard for me to compete with. But it's not. It's another car who qualified just in front of us. They have a slowdown as the leader, so definitely still our race to win here, potentially. Got to put in the best laps we can. I just realized something, or I thought of last race. Last race, I made an annoying mistake on my end of not putting my tires on, as we'll have definitely at least 15 seconds of a pit stop for gas, be 19 seconds or so for our full pit stop. So because of that, we have enough time to take 3 tires, so we'll fit those on. So don't forget.
Keep your concentration. Make the bastard work for it.
Oh, I just saw
Incident in.
the McLaren go off the wall in front of me, or behind me, in the mirror, so. But pretty good defense into Indy there. We'll see what the Porsche ahead wants to do, what the type of pace they set, and what we can do ourselves. So they have to exit a Porsche curves.
There's an incident in Porsche curves. We think it might be Brando. now 4.8. P2, just keep hitting your marks. This is looking good. You've got about 4 laps of fuel left.
Yeah, I think the number 2 is gonna have just a little bit too much pace for us. Off flat out, outright, but whatever. Never know what else could happen. Focus on getting a good result here, not making any of our own mistakes like that. The big snap of the steering.
P1 ahead is now 4.5.
As we went through Porsche curbs, something had happened with the cars behind to get us a 7-second gap to them. So. And something about Le Mans here that I've definitely noticed. I don't necessarily want to jinx myself on this, but it doesn't seem like the hypercars are too much of a pain to deal with on this, because there's so much long stretch. There's so much of a high chance that they're going to catch you in that section, and it's just going to be a clean, easy pass. It's just going to be a nice, clean, easy pass for them. No real drama. Obviously, there's points where they can catch you out and make you lose some time, but that, as well as because it's such a long circuit, it takes so long for them to get around and actually catch up to the point where they are passing you anyways. So it's kind of a mix of both those things.
In front is now 4.5.
So, I think the biggest, thing is just if I can run clean and if he can run clean. That's what this race is going to come down to.
Gap to Knack. Ahead is now 4.3 seconds.
Definitely plenty of places in this track that can come out and bite you, so. As we trade fastest laps here at the start.
Remaining. There's an incident in Dunlop curve.
The big mistake there. And P3 runs took our fastest time from us. Maybe not exactly guaranteed P2. That's a slowdown.
The gap to Knack in front is now 4.7 seconds. The stewards have warned us for cutting the track. Keep it between the white lines. You have 5 incident points. You need to slow down a bit if you don't want a penalty. That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel.
Oh,
The gap behind
Mr.
is now 5.4.
I just saw what the gap is to behind. The gap to behind, or sorry, not the gap to behind, but the pace to behind is a 38.4. It's quite fast for us. So evidently, seeming like the fight is going to be more in our mirrors than ahead of us, unfortunately. Still, a very long race though. Never know. They could run out of fuel. Got it. Very highly doubt that, but
The gap to Sing behind is now 5.6. Sing is getting closer. The gap is now 5.4 seconds. Two laps of fuel remaining.
Focus up, this one's gonna definitely. I think kind of like regardless of what I do, because I don't think I have that kind of 138 pace in me really.
We've been warned about track limits.
I think it's kind of maybe more of a matter of time. We're getting caught by behind, so and it comes down to what we can do in a battle.
The gap to P3 behind is now 4.7 seconds.
Really would love a giant mistake from my head though.
The gap behind is now 4.9.
Bit preemptive on the throttle. back on for GDPs coming up.
The gap behind is now 7.2 seconds.
He must have got thrown off by those into maybe Mulsanne. Even that, they get a slowdown that I didn't notice. Did I do it? Did I do it? Did I do it? Let's go! 37!
Next lap.
Oh, that's great. That's hilarious. This is where you cut to me saying, oh, I don't think I can set a
The gap to
38
behind is increasing.
or a 58.
7.1 seconds.
Yeah, no, I can. I do a 57 instead. New fastest lap unlocked. Unfortunate. That's literally as soon as I do that. By only a couple hundredths. The leader beat my time. I was a bit distracted picking at times there. I did a 57.9.28. Leader did a 57.9.16. Just barely beat out my time.
7.4 seconds.
That's unfortunate. You know, something else I actually should say. This could be a big thing. 8 seconds, depending on how the pit stops go, and if there's a tire advantage. If they don't pit, if they don't take tires, because I don't know what that kind of fall off of pace with older tires on a full tank of fuel could be. When I was doing it last race, because I forgot to put on tires, it definitely didn't feel the best. So
Sing behind is now 7.2.
I got slow down on that, or like an off track or something on that. Why that's not a perfectly valid lap. These laps are so long that I just forget.
The gap behind is now 7.4.
Oh, that was a lot better. I braked a little bit early there. Gonna pit in this lap. Pit entry is also something, potentially.
In this lap. The gap behind is now 7.3 seconds.
Granted, anything that they can mess up, I can also mess up, so.
So that's how that's done.
Oh, I missed something, huh?
We've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
One thing though, too, I guess fuel mileage could fuel. I don't know if there's any differences. I think the Porsche is like, isn't a full tank in the Porsche like 13.2 or something like that? Does that mean that they might be able to take less fuel?
Video on YouTube later. Alright.
Pit lane speed limit is 37 miles per hour. You've got 1 gallon left. The pit window is now open. We don't expect any traffic on the pit exit. We should come out into position 16. We'll fuel you to the end of the race. Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
That's a bad pit entry.
Front left, 93%. Left rear, 94.
For a second, I thought the Porsche didn't come in. See what the gap's gonna be, both behind and ahead.
Pit exit's clear. Stay behind the white line. Your front tyres are cold.
Time's like 5 seconds, 9 seconds to ahead. So we lose a little bit on Mr. Porsche ahead. Now we wait to see.
The gap to P3 behind is now 5.0 seconds.
I'm gonna say they took tires. I feel like the first
P2.
chicane could be a very good indication of if they take tires or not, because
Being caught by the faster class. Blue flag. Car in front is 4 laps behind.
it's harder to get the car rotated on the older tires with, you know, the added full fuel load.
The gap to Sing behind is now
But I
4.7
did.
seconds.
Particularly good myself on the new tires.
What are you doing?
Sing is gaining on you. The gap's now 4.6 seconds.
Hopefully this backhorn from McLaren ahead, one moves out of the way when we do get him. Or they just have enough pace where it's not really a problem for us.
Sing is closing in. The gap is now 4.3 seconds. gap to Sing behind is now 4.6 seconds. On your left. Clear left.
Well, I was kind of hoping I could at least just barely stay behind him and get a little bit of a tow down the straight and he would just get out of the way, but no.
15 minutes left, that's 15 minutes.
All he does is
Great
mess up
driving.
my entry onto the Mulsanne straight. 15 minutes to hold 3 seconds.
Sing is reeling you in. The gap's now 3.1 seconds.
Really, really wish we could catch ahead, but
The gap behind is
doesn't seem in the
now
cards.
3.3 seconds.
11 seconds is way too clear of us. Clearly no pace differential if whether they did or did not take tires doesn't really matter. Either they're on the old tires and they're able to keep their same pace, or they went on the news and are able to still run a lot faster. So. Well, that gap looked like it closed by like a second. I don't know if they had a slowdown I didn't notice or something. Or if there's problems. Would love problems. Instead, running out of fuel or anything like that would be fun.
Faster cars approaching. They're battling for position. The group includes the class leader. Blue flag. Blue flag. The gap to Sing behind is now 3.4 seconds.
Muy buena, Daniel, muy buena.
That lap was a 3:59.9.
Oh, our 57 lap. Did I go off? I must have went off track there. And I gained like enough of an advantage but didn't get the slowdown.
The gap to Sing behind is now.
That would make a lot of
3.7.
sense. That's how I got that little bit of extra pace. So slowdowns ahead won't really matter for us,
There's a faster class car approaching. Blue flag.
but behind it could be very helpful.
Clear car left. Clear left.
That's
The gap to
very
Sim
bad.
behind is now 2.9 seconds. You've got 10 minutes left, 10 minutes to go.
Make sure I'm not getting yelled at. That was not the greatest driving by me. I do feel like me and the Mustang are kind of evenly matched in terms of our pace and what we've been doing. Kind of.
There's a faster car approaching. The gap to P3 behind is now 2.0 seconds.
I'm looking at 1.5 in 3 seconds to do CDPs behind. They're going to get me into forced curves. It's not going to be fun.
Left side. Clear left.
Okay, we managed it actually pretty well. Unlike that. Which was not very well. My biggest strength that I have been doing better with this race, and just in general in the last little bit, I've felt a little bit better about how I've handled the forward chicanes, but that's still been my biggest problem. Fairly decent though.
The gap to P3 behind is now 2.4. That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel.
Plus 0.4.
The gap behind is now 2.3.
Focus to the end here. 6 minutes left. Got a better Mustang corner than me. Or he's up a tenth. Or maybe like 2 tenths. A third.
What? Your brakes gonna work differently up there?
Five minutes to go. You're looking good for a podium.
I was able to gain that advantage back as we head up into Porsche curves.
The gap behind is now 1.9.
That good.
Faster car behind.
GDP's behind can get him in a bad spot. Unfortunately, they may have got me in a bad spot going into the chicane here. Probably fine. Oh yeah, plenty fine. 1.4 though, not very fine.
Sing behind is now 1.4 seconds.
Gonna be a very interesting last lap.
There's a faster class car behind. Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
Got a little bit of help, not a lot though, in that GP. Not good. Said gonna be a very, very, very interesting final lap. He went a little bit wide out of the corner, nearly hit the wall. Gives us that couple tenths of breathing room.
Corey, do you have damage?
.8.
Oh yeah, big damage.
One more to go. Keep it together, we'll be on the podium.
No problem.
Birch your toe, cover the inside, or at least try to. He's gonna usually be able to get there. So, see how this goes. Push into the absolute limits of it's gonna be legal there. He's gonna get a great draft here, so we're gonna make him try to go around the outside out Mulsong, which
Left side, clear left.
I didn't fully intend to do that, back him up that much. But it did work a decent amount. But he's gonna have another little bit of toe here to have a shot into Indy. Oh, I did not need that slip.
Left side. Still there. Hold your line. Clear left.
That felt great. What a lap. What a lap of defending. Oh, that was a great end right there.
One gallon remaining.
Brake fight 35. Okay, that was an insane race. That ending was great. Really fighting. Not too much action to the race, but a lot of just fighting in the relatives. But try to have a good race and see where we go from here. And yeah, really enjoying this racing here at Le Mans.
We're on the podium. Good drive.